souls, welcome back to my channel, Divine Tea with Luna. A very, very, very warm welcome to all the new subscribers. And if you're just stumbling upon this video, let me introduce myself. I'm Adrastia Luna and I make tarot pick a card videos and other spiritual related videos. I am heavily into self development and I want to merge self development and spirituality and spiritual practices and spiritual philosophies. So today's pick a card is about relationships. This is a general guidance for the kind of relationships that not the kind of relationships that you have, but this actually applies to every kind of relationship that you have, in the sense that it can be about your mother, your father, your siblings, your partner, your colleague from office, your boss, your friends, your students, your teacher, your instructors. It can be about anything and everything, because at the end of the day, every relationship that you have is a reflection of the relationship that you have with yourself. This is one of my mantras, and I keep on saying this again and again and again. Okay, so I want all of you to ground yourself and either choose from pile 1, 2, 3, and 4. You can either choose the number 1, 2, 3, or 4, and also you can go ahead and look at these cards and choose from these cards which card is pulling to you. And don't think about it too much, just ground yourself, take your 5 mindful breaths, calm down the monkey mind, and then whichever deck pulls to you, just go ahead and select that. All the timestamps would be down below, so let's hop into it with pile 1. Pile 1, I feel that things are changing around you in terms of finances. You're trying to come out of poverty consciousness. The Hanged Man is asking you to change your perspective in terms, especially in terms of money. I'm just gonna take the cards away for some time. Yeah, the Hanged Man is asking you to change your perspectives around money. And then you've got the Queen of Wands. So the Queen of Wands is all about being a social butterfly or using social media for your work. So I feel if any of you have started any YouTube channel, or you have started your if you have started educating other people online, and just in general, having a farther outreach than you previously did, I think this is your story, pile 1. But in terms of relationship, let us see what it means. In terms of relationships, I feel your relationship with money is affecting your other relationships. Being in poverty consciousness really screws us up in many ways, and that is what is happening with you. And a belief is only a thought I keep thinking. My every thought is attracting its vibrational essence. Our varied behavior adds to the planet's well-being. Okay. Yeah, I will just go through this once and then I'll start here. What also it means in your relationship right now, you're lacking self confidence. It's like you're not being your true self, and of course the money can affect your other relationships, and it of course does, but only if you're operating from a kind of a lower level of consciousness. I'm not saying that oh you are, but it is a sign that if you are indulging in lower vibrational frequencies, then it is always going to be that way. Go and Google maps of consciousness and you'll get the entire map, which are the lower vibrating frequencies and what are the corresponding emotions. You'll get it all. So spirit is asking you to change your perspective on money. Go and read Ken Honda. Go and read Michael Beckwith. Go and read things on financial freedom and how to get that. But because at the end you will realize that even money is an energy, is a state of being. If money is an energy and you start treating money like a person, things will rapidly change in your consciousness. Then it would not be outside factors affecting you, but rather it would be you pulling in things into your vortex. And queen of wands is also signifying that you really need to step into your power and you really need to be vocal about these things. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and read these cards for you. A belief is only a thought I keep thinking. Okay, for those of you who want to read it with me. A belief is only a thought that you keep thinking. A belief is only a thought you continue to think. A belief is only your habit of thought. It is only a practiced thought. A belief is only a thought that you think a lot. So, if a belief is only a thought that you keep thinking and you keep thinking a thought that is in opposition to what you want, then the reason you don't get what you want is because you keep thinking a thought that is in opposition to what you want. Do you see how this card is corresponding with this? Because it's only a belief that I have to work extremely hard to get money. I have to do something which is very monotonous, and I still need to keep doing it to gain money. It's not the I'll just let that pass. It is not the truth, because you can earn via things you love. Of course, it can take a little bit of time, but it works, it happens. Hanged man. I've already told you, you need to change your perspective on this thing and you need to step into the power of who you actually are. Step into the power of Queen of Wands, okay? The next card that we have is my every thought is attracting its vibrational essence. Let's read. Whether you are thinking about wanted things or unwanted things, you are still sending out a request to attract more things like the subject of your thought. And all things that happen to you, all people, things, experiences that come to you, come in response to your vibrational invitation. Not noticing how things are turning out for you is one very clear way of understanding which vibrational requests you are emanating, because you're always getting the essence of what you're thinking about, whether you want it or not. This ties in with the belief card, because like I was saying, like that card is also saying thoughts. Now this is what I'm saying, thoughts are energy, right? And if thoughts are energy, so how do you change things around? It is only your thought, the way you think. You can say that if I have luxury or lavishness in my life, I'll never save money. Or these are all belief systems. You need to get out of this belief system, and that is the biggest message for you, pile one. You need to get out of this limiting self belief that you have put on yourself. And even if you have not put on yourself, society or your family has imprinted that on you. But it is up to it is your choice, and it is your responsibility to break free if you have to. Reading the last card, when you remember that nothing can come to your experience without your vibrational invitation of it, and when you remember that the varied behavior of others adds to the balance and the well-being of your planet, even if they offer behavior that you do not approve of, than that you do not have to participate in that unwanted behavior, and will not unless you give your attention to it. You become more willing to allow others to live as they choose. Absolutely. So remember the way I was saying that you are holding yourself back from stepping into the Queen of Wands energy. It can be this poverty consciousness, and it is, of course, this is all outside influences. The moment we do not step into our power, it is always the outside world who has made us not believe in ourselves, not made believe in our abilities and our gifts. So, pile one, what I want you to realize is that everything is energy. Everything is energy. Your thoughts carry energy. Your thoughts carry energies which transmute into speech, behavior, and everything in your life. And when you step into this energy, people might come and attack you in many ways, and it happened to me as well. What I'm trying to tell you is that you cannot control other people's behavior, you can only control yourself. So when other people portray a behavior that you don't identify with, or you don't prefer it in your reality, you simply wish them love and consciousness, and you simply say, I'm not going to engage with you on this. You can have your opinion, but I am not going to engage with you and lower my vibration or frequency for that. All right, that's it for you, pile one. I am quickly going to jump into pile 2. Okay, pile 2, let's see what is the world saying. Oh, what is spirit saying? The world, I feel you are somebody who will gain a lot of recognition in their life, a lot of celebrations, and a lot of justice. So I am getting the message that somewhere in your life you were treated with unfairness, and that is why you never recognized your potential. But right now the wheel of fortune is working in your favor. Spirit is helping you to balance the scales, and once you do it, you are also going to get a lot of support. I'm sorry guys, these rickshaws, yeah, you're also going to get a lot of support from the people around you, from a group of women, or it can be a group of men as well. The basic point is that you get, oh, you also have another card which I did not see till now. Yeah, I get it. You will also get a lot of support with from the world, from people around you. And I'm so sorry, even that horn is really affecting me right now, but I'm gonna jump quickly back into this. Things held you back. Things not only held you back, they really hurt and wounded you. You are carrying around that past hurt or recent hurt because you know it really hampered you. The relationships you have had in your life, they have only come and hampered you, and you're waiting for justice to come into your life so that you can just balance the scales and move into the person you are. And the gifts that you have is for the world to show. And not only this also means that once this energy comes in, once you move out of this, once you move out of Three of Swords and you move into this justice energy comes into your life, not only things are going to turn around for you energetically, but you would also be ending this entire cycle and beginning anew with the lessons you learned in this cycle. Alright, let's move into the cards. There are many right ways for us to behave. It is possible to live upon this planet with large numbers of other beings who believe and behave in a variety of ways, in peace. When you are able to focus in such a way as to allow your alignment with Source, even though others are choosing to behave differently than you are choosing, then you will truly be free from the bondage of attempting the impossible task of getting everyone to agree on one right way. One right way would lead to endedness, many right ways allow eternal expansion. I feel this card ties in with this card a lot because, yeah, because maybe somebody wanted you to conform to their way of thinking. Somebody wanted you to do things the way they did. So, yeah. So, just remember, let other people do what even they think right, because it is their soul's journey, it is their soul's choice, it is their soul's lesson that they need to do for whatever they're doing, and you, my dear pile 2, are not responsible for it. Okay, the next card is many. My most important relationship is with source, and I cannot stress this enough. Can you just look at the card? Just look at the card and see how she goes into her heart, and her heart is the source of everything. And once you have tasted this kind of relationship with source, trust you me, nothing will ever suffice. Nothing will ever suffice. There is no relationship of greater importance or to achieve than the relationship between you and your physical body right here and now, and the soul source God from which you have come. If you tend to that relationship first and foremost, you will then and only then have the stable footing to proceed into other relationships. Your energy with your own body, with money, with your parents, children, grandchildren, and your world will all fall easily into alignment once you tend to this fundamental relationship first. This will happen. You will recover from this. You'll recover from Three of Swords. Justice will come, but only when you give justice to yourself, by yourself. When you love yourself, when you support yourself, once you do these things for yourself, everything will fall into place for you, pile 2. The last one, I'll envision the behavior I desire to inspire. This is so powerful, guys. This today's reading is just crazy. If we were a parent or anyone wanting to inspire positive behavior from another, we would do our personal vibrational work first. We would align with our source energy by envisioning the outcome we seek and by holding those involved as a positive object for our attention. We would not allow any current unwanted behavior to be the reason for our attention to them. Okay, so again and again, huge message. You need to work on your relationship with yourself and with source. Once you realize that, once you correct your behavior with yourself, that is when you correct your behavior with source. These things are always interconnected and interrelated. All right, so yeah, pile 2, this is the message for you. You need to work on your relationship with yourself. Once you do that, every injustice that has been done to you, you will heal from that. There's nothing else doing there. Once you do that for yourself, and it will turn around, and I have done this, and I know how powerful and effective this is. That's it for you, pile 2. Let's move on. If you liked my reading, please leave a comment. If there is something that you want to tell me, please leave a comment. Okay. Third, pile 3, Tower moment. You're experiencing a radical sudden change in your relationships that did not work out for you are working out for you suddenly. You also will have reconciliations from the past, but more than that, Spirit is asking you to share your love and resources in every way. You also got the 8 of Swords. So yeah, any kind of thing, any kind of anxiety, depression, mental blockage that you have to know that it is self-imposed. Like this woman, she can easily, if you look at the card, she can easily get out of it. It is just that she thinks that she can't, but it's not like that. She can. Okay, it's a huge message coming for you that you have to empower yourself. The blockages that you have are just merely there for the sake of being there. Like, you can easily go and open the blindfold, and you don't need to care about anything or anyone in this world. Okay, this first card, I can look for things I appreciate in relationships, this card, guys. And once you start appreciating and start sharing your love and resources, things change. Right. You cannot get the relationship of your dreams when your chronic thoughts about relationships feel lonely or angry or worried or disappointed. But as you look for things you appreciate in yourself and others, as you make lists of positive aspects of past and present relationships, you train your vibrational offering to match the vibration of your desires, and your perfect mate must then come. It is the law. Please screenshot this for people who really want a lover. This is the perfect recipe. This is the perfect recipe, I tell you. You cannot get into the relationship of your dreams if you always think about being lonely. The problem with us humans is that we always, and because of the society, we always focus on things that we don't want. We never make a list of things that we want. And I also would like to say that go ahead and search Star Girl, the practical witch. She has a love spell where you do this spell where you go and make a list, and that's as detailed as possible, and you can attract the love of your life if that is what you want. But in my humble opinion, I would say the love of your life, the perfect partner, comes to you once you become the perfect person for yourself. What do I mean by that? I mean to say that once you choose to love and embody love, everything changes. Once you become independent in that you love yourself and you don't need anybody else to love you, then you create a field of love around you, and then you can actually attract someone who is also like that. Because remember, law of attraction, like attracts like. Nothing in this world is without that. You attract what you are. If you have attracted an abusive partner, you are abusive yourself. If you have attracted an unavailable partner, you are unavailable yourself. You might think you're not, you might consciously think you're not, but you are. Okay, the next card. Flawed premises can attract the unwanted evidence. See, this is what I was just saying. This is what even this card is saying. If you keep focusing on things that you don't like, this is what's gonna happen. If you were to hear a false promise again and again until you yourself began to believe and repeat it, now your own activation of the contradictory vibration would interfere with your sense of intelligence, and you would begin to attract evidence of your belief, in effect proving the false premise to be true. And so it becomes increasingly hard for you to call this a false premise when the evidence seems to be telling you that it is true. For over time you come to believe it. This is powerful medicine, you guys. I can't believe how many skeptics do this thing. How many people don't believe in tarot, astrology, or anything because people have told them these are not the things that are there, or people have told them psychic abilities is all voodoo or woo-hoo, and meditation doesn't work. Meditation is also woo-hoo. This is all this card. My God. I'm telling you guys. You create your reality. You choose your thoughts. It is your decision at the end of the day. The last card. Beneficial beliefs feel better when I think them. There are things in your environment that you believe that match what you want. And there are all kinds of things in your environment that you believe that defy what you want. How would you ever sort them out? How do you know the active beliefs within yourself that serve you well and the active beliefs that do not serve you well. How do you know the beneficial beliefs from the detrimental ones? The beneficial beliefs feel better when you think of them. The detrimental ones feel worse when you think of them. Such a powerful message. Such a powerful message, you guys. Things, the beliefs that make you feel better are the ones that you should go to. Those are the beliefs that you need to keep reinforcing. People in this world often say, don't feel, don't be emotional. I say that's bullshit. That's utter bullshit. Your feelings, your intuitions are pointers, they are markers. They work better than logic. They work better than reasoning at times. And this is not to say that logic and reasoning are not important, guys. No, no, no. Go back. Google Maps of consciousness, logic, reasoning, everything is good. But is it not logic enough that if something feels good to me, I will do it, which I truly know is not detrimental to me in any other aspect? How can people miss that? Or how can you miss that? This is it for you, pile 3. I feel this reading has just really given me another burst of energy, and I can feel those who choose pile 3, you're not going to be the same person who clicked on this video. Let me know in the comments. Please let me know in the comments. Last but not the least, we're gonna start with pile 4. Let us see. Judgment. Guys, you need to start following things and doing things that you need. You got 10 of Pentacles. Once you follow your own tune, once you start dancing to the beat of your own drum, you'll get financial abundance. Don't worry about that. And I don't know why this is the only group that you got two cards. So I think that's the message for you. Let's quickly hop into this. The only message strongly that I'm getting for you, F everything everyone else says. Go do your thing. Go do your thing, the thing that you want to do. That's gonna make you money. I'm not kidding you. It's gonna make you money. Let's look at these cards. Causing pain for others would attract pain to me. The flawed premise, my groups, our way of life is not the only correct way. Therefore, all other ways must be stopped, is the basis of the majority of unhappiness on our planet. On your planet. Not only do those being pushed against feel the pain, but those doing the pushing feel it as well. In fact, the unhappiest, least fulfilled among you are those who are pushing against others, because in doing so, you are disallowing the most important relationship of all. The relationship between you and you. This is so powerful. Like I said, like attracts like. So if you are giving pain to others, it's inevitable it's gonna come back to you. It's inevitable. You can't help it. I intend to see the best in everyone. You can never consistently motivate anybody to anything. But when you see the best of them and you go over to where your version of the best of them is and you align with that and offer one signal, now you are part of the inspiration, you see. Have you ever had that experience yourself when someone sees you and loves you and expects the best of you? Do you not shine in ways you never shined before? And do you not find it really hard to shine when another does not look for the best in you? And you know what? This is why all romantic relationships go through that honeymoon phase, because in the beginning you don't see the shadow parts, you don't see the cracks, you see the best. And that is why the beginning of any relationship is so magical. And once the real thing comes out, you don't work on yourself, you don't work on your shadow aspects, then it starts getting difficult. Then it becomes the last line. And do you not find it really hard to shine when another does not look for the best in you? I can tell you this was also one of the reasons why my last relationship ended. It was because I kept on wanting my partner to be better, but they would say that I'm only looking at the bad parts. And even though my approach was wrong, I get that. But I know that it's not just me. I know a lot of people's relationship have ended because of that. And it's stupid, because once you find something that good, once you find love, you can always work it out. But provided both of you are in alignment to yourselves, you are in alignment with source, and only then you can get in alignment with each other. Otherwise it gets really hard. And my life is about my relationships. You will never find yourself in a point in time when the subject of relationships is not an active part of your now experience. For everything you perceive or notice or know is because of your relationship with something else. Without a comparative experience, you would be unable to perceive or focus any kind of understanding within yourself. Therefore, it is accurate to say without relationships, you could not exist at all. It's true. Wow. Today's reading is so powerful and so massive, I can't begin to tell you. So, pile 4, what I see for yourself is once you start following your dreams, your wishes, your desires, your true heart's calling, the universe will sorry, your throat chakra is blocked, guys. You need to speak up for yourself. You need to reiterate more about what is it that you want. You need to speak up. You have been bogged down, and maybe this card is because of the relationships that you have around you, you haven't been able to. And what I am asking you to do is, if you've had these kind of relationships which deter you from being who you are, understand that even that negative experience is giving you a positive effect. If you want that if you want to look at the positive effects, the best thing about life is it is meaningless. It is only the meaning that you give yourself. It is only the meaning that you give to this life and everything around you. So how would you choose to go about it? What is the meaning that you want to give to this life of yours? Because abundance, freedom, stability of family life, future partner, future kids, if that's what you want, everything is waiting for you. You just need to step into what you really want to become. That's it for you, pile 4. If this message resonated, if you felt even a tiny bit of inspiration, please comment, and I want to know your stories. I want to know how you felt. Yeah. And if you liked my reading, please share, like, and subscribe. And I love you all. And I really hope all of you come to the best versions of who you are.